A military officer was about to get into a rickshaw when he saw the woman driving it and was shocked. It was his own mother. He immediately hid his face and thought, "Why is my mother driving a rickshaw at this age?" The elderly woman said, "Son, I know what happened. Get in. It's getting late." Marco controlled himself and replied, "Ma'am, just a minute." He decided he first needed to find out the truth. Quickly, he put on a mask so his mother wouldn't recognize him and said, "Ma'am, you seem very worried. What's wrong?" The elderly woman replied sadly, "Son, you don't know me, and I don't know you either. Why do you care about my problem? Get in. I will take you to Sector 4. Marco said, "Ma'am, the sadness on your face is clearly visible. As an army officer, I want to ask why you are working as a rickshaw driver at this age." The elderly woman replied, "Sir, my son was also an army officer. When my son and my husband were with me, I lived a very happy life. After I got my son married, my fate changed. I ended up with a daughter-in-law who completely changed my life." Marco asked in surprise, "I don't understand, ma'am. Did you leave because you were angry with your son, or did your daughter-in-law do something to you?" Crying, the woman said, "Son, how could I fight with my son? He is no longer in this world. Do you know what the life of a soldier is like? One day my son was at home when he received a call from the border saying that a war had started. He immediately left to protect the country. Fighting against enemies, my son died as a hero." Marco asked, "Who gave you that news?" The woman replied, "My daughter-in-law told me that my son had died at the border and that they hadn't even found his body. She herself called the army office to confirm it." Marco became worried and said, "Ma'am, when a soldier dies for his country, his body is returned to his family with honor. If you never received your son's body, maybe your daughter-in-law told you a big lie." The elderly woman wiped her tears and said, "Yes, son, my daughter-in-law caused me a lot of pain. I considered her like my own daughter, but she threw me out of the house." Marco said, "Ma'am, what they did to you was very unfair. If your son appeared before you today and asked for forgiveness, would you forgive him?" Shocked, the mother replied, "Sir, why are you mocking me? The one who died at the border, how can he come back?" Marco gently said, "The one who never died can indeed come back." Hearing this, Marco slowly removed his mask. When the mother saw her son's face, she began to cry with joy. She hugged him and said, "Son, where have you been? Look at what condition your mother has become in without you." Marco, crying, said, "Mother, forgive me. What they did to you was terrible." The mother replied, "Son, it was not your fault. I was told you were no longer in this world, but today seeing you in front of me, all my happiness has returned." Marco said, "I don't know why my wife did this. She kicked you out of the house and lied to me saying you had left. I searched for you for a long time, and after a year, God allowed me to find you." The mother said, "Son, your wife lied to you and also made me suffer." Marco replied, "Mother, until now I was fighting for my country, but today I will fight for my mother. I will not only divorce her but also take legal action." After that, mother and son walked home together holding hands. Please like and share this video. In the comments, write your opinion. What punishment does Marco's wife deserve for what she did?